No, this is not a video of a Glock 44. I did that video many years ago. This is going to be a video on the brand new ammunition, self-defense ammunition put out by CCI, the Uppercut.
Uppercut!
Back in April of 2023, CCI introduced their first self-defense ammunition, the Uppercut. I've known about this for a while, and now it is coming to the market. And basically what it is a 32 grain bullet traveling at 950 feet per second. Well, you're probably thinking to yourself, 950 feet per second, it's not very fast. Well, that's 950 feet per second out of a pistol. Okay, this stuff was designed for semi-automatic pistols for 2.5 to 4 inch barrels. We're going to be testing it on some soft objects like some 2 liters and going to see how well it actually punches through hard things such as like 2x4s. And then we're going to step out to the range and we're going to shoot it through some sim test media to see what kind of expansion we're going to get. But this stuff was actually designed for a handgun, a semi-automatic handgun, to open up just like a Speer Gold Dot. If you look at these petals of these bullets and how it opens up like a flower, it looks just like a Speer Gold Dot. When CCI developed the Uppercut, they developed the first truly jacketed 22 LR projectile. Before that, all the other 22 LR ammunition was just copper washed. It did not have a jacket. The Uppercut has a true copper jacket. And what this does, it ensures reliability, expansion, and penetration. Beforehand, you were either had the option of Federal Punch or now the CCI Uppercut. The Federal Punch was designed for that penetration with no expansion. This stuff will give you good penetration, but also expansion. All right, I shot the Glock 44 just to do a function test out of it. Now that Glock 44 has a 4-inch barrel, and now we'll be shooting a Taurus TX22 compact. And the compact I think has a 3-inch or 3¼ inch barrel. And the length of the barrel has a lot to do of how well this bullet will function or how it will expand. The more velocity, the more expansion. That's why it says on the label for 2.5 inches to 4 inches. It's what it's designed for. Now you can shoot it out of a rifle. It's going to be traveling at over 1,400 feet per second out of a rifle, but it was designed for a handgun. Now, speaking with CCI, they do not recommend you shooting this out of a revolver for self-defense. Yeah, it'll shoot fine out of a revolver, but since a lot of that pressure leaves between the cylinder and the barrel, it hurts the velocity. And once it hurts the velocity, it may not expand. So I'm gonna be testing just a few semi-automatics to make sure it functions. And then we're gonna shoot some ballistic gel and see how well this stuff actually penetrates out of a 3-inch barrel and also out of a 4-inch barrel. So I got some rounds loaded up here. Let me get the Taurus TX22 compact. All right. Oh, so it's pretty accurate, that what I have found anyways, but it runs. Now, you're probably going to ask yourself, or you're probably going to comment in the bottom of this video, well, will it work out of this gun? Will it work out of this gun? I've tested it out of probably about 6 to 10 firearms at this point. The ones that have the really, really short barrels, like the Beretta Bobcat or the Ruger LC, what's it, the LCP2, it will work some, but it is not 100% reliable. I would not tell you to go out there and get those guns and use those guns with this ammunition for self-defense, because out of my testing, they're just not very reliable. However, if you step up to a 3-inch or a 4-inch, or right around that 2.5 to 4-inch, it runs fine. But again, you're going to have to buy a box and check and see if that ammunition will actually run out of your gun. So why 22 for self-defense? I have made videos about this subject. 90% of all people can shoot a 9mm and shoot it fine, handle the recoil, and, you know, not have a problem with that second and third and fourth follow-up shots. However, some people have very weak hands. Some people have arthritis. Some people that are elderly may not be able to handle the recoil of a 380 or a 9mm. I know a 22 is not the best option out there for self-defense. I don't carry a 22 for self-defense, but for many people, that's all they can shoot. So I would much rather them have a 22 for self-defense than a sharp stick. and having good self-defense ammo out of it will only help them if that situation ever arises. Now let's go over here and shoot some 2 liters with the Cci Uppercut and see what kind of damage it does to a 2 liter. All right, we're going to be doing some testing here on 2 liters just to see if there is a difference in the ammunition and the energy that it provides to the target. You got some regular Cci standard ammunition. There's nothing important, just a round nose, standard velocity shot out of a Glock 44. 10 feet away on a 2 liter. Well, that did pretty good. Now let's see what it looks like when we hit it with the uppercut. Now I have a Cci uppercut in here. I think I'm gonna get wet on this. Oh, yeah, that did a little bit more damage. All right, now we have some Cci uppercut. I just want to see if it'll go through this 2x4. Pretty sure it will. Let's find out. Oh yeah, I believe it did. I think I saw, oh yeah. Right through the 2x4, in and out. And now I want to set up 2 2x4s. This is just kind of simulating bone or something hard or a barrier that you have to go through. Now out of a rifle, this stuff would be amazing. Okay, you're talking about a 32 grain bullet traveling at around 1,400 feet per second. But out of a pistol, it's going to be going about 950 to 1,000. See if this bullet can stay together or go through both of these 2x4s. I doubt very seriously, but let's find out. All right. Wow. It went through both 2x4s. There is the entry, exit, entry, blew a hole through the back. So that's pretty awesome. 2 2x4s, that's a lot of penetration. All right, I have some Cci uppercut in my Taurus. Now this is a 3-inch barrel, and I'm gonna shoot it with a 3-inch barrel, a 4-inch barrel, and a 5-inch barrel, depending on what you may carry. So I'll show you guys the difference. All right, go for the upper right-hand corner. All right, make sure the firearm is clear. It is. All right, now I have the Glock 44 out of a 4-inch barrel. I'm gonna aim right below where I just shot. All right, I shot a little bit too far left on that for a good high-speed footage capture, so I'm gonna aim a little bit more to the right. Yeah, that should be a little bit better. All right, now I want to try it out of my Beretta 92 FS. This is a 5-inch barrel, okay? A little bit longer barrel than what they advertise, but I'm pretty sure it'll work. Go right underneath that last shot. Oh no! All right, we're going to have to redo that one. My angle was off a little bit. Let me see if I can get a little straighter to it. It blew out the bottom of the gel. All right, let me get down here a little bit. I think I did it again. I think I'm shooting too low. Let me check, see if it captured it. No, it got it. It got it. We're good to go. All right, I know you guys are probably wondering what it will look like through a 16-inch barrel. Got a Ruger 1022 here. I'm gonna load up 10 rounds. I've got an old ballistic gel block that kind of broke when I was getting it out of the mold. So we're just going to do a mag dump on this clear ballistic gel. Well, it's not clear ballistic. This is actually Simtech gel. This is what the FBI uses. This is not clear ballistic gel, okay? This gel is actually calibrated correctly, just like the FBI with the 2 layers of denim. All right, 10 rounds. All right, should we go binary all 10 rounds? Yeah, we should go binary. All right, here we go. There he goes. All right, so what did we learn here? I've got the first gel block that we shot, and I want to go in sequence, okay, from the Taurus with the 3-inch barrel, the Glock 44 with the 4-inch barrel, and then also the 5-inch Beretta. So if you could see this longest shot, believe it or not, that is from the 3-inch barrel from the Taurus TX22 Compact. And let's see how much penetration. We're at about 10¼ inches. So that is pretty good going through 2 layers of denim. The bullet expanded beautifully. Now, the one beside it in front here, no, it'd be the one below it. That would be the 4-inch barrel, the Glock 44. That went exactly 9 inches. And the last one out of the 5-inch barrel, say the first shot was at 9 inches, and then looking down here at the second shot, it's right at 9 inches. So what I have understood by this test, the shorter barrel, you'll get more penetration but less expansion. On the 5-inch barrel, you get about an inch less penetration, but you get more expansion. So that's something that you can, actually use out in the real world if you want to decide to use a 3-inch, 4-inch, or a 5-inch for self-defense. And look at these wound cavities. Probably on the 3-inch, it is less of a wound cavity going in, probably about 4 inches. But when you're dealing with the one with the 4-inch barrel right underneath it, I know it's going to be hard to pick this up, but you're looking at about 5½ inches of wound cavity going into this ballistic gel. So the higher the velocity, the longer the barrel, the longer the wound cavity, but shorter the penetration. So it's kind of a, it's a rob Peter to pay Paul kind of a thing, which one you're looking for. But all 3 barrels that I tested in the links, they did wonderfully. Now let's cut this out. This first one we're going to cut out is the one with a 3-inch barrel. Let's try to keep all these separate. But look at that beautiful bullet and how it expanded. Kept 100% of its weight. No petals broke off in the gel whatsoever. The bullet did exactly what it was designed to do. All right, we'll set that right there. And let's go way down here. I'm gonna have to cut a chunk of this out first, I think. So this is out of the Glock 44 with a 4-inch barrel. Come on out of there. There she goes. All right, look at that beautiful bullet. All right, let's compare it to the 3-inch barrel. Okay, so here's the 3. Here's the 4. And you can see slightly that you have a little bit more expansion out of a 4-inch. All right, so let's keep those separate. And let's dig this one out that turned around backwards out of the 5-inch. They all turned around. But yeah, look at that. Beautiful. So basically what you're getting, like I mentioned before, the longer the barrel, the longer the wound cavity, okay? But with the longer barrel, you get slightly less penetration. But these are absolutely gorgeous pieces for a 22 long rifle self-defense load. All right, just look at the mayhem shooting this stuff out of a rifle. Look at that. Now, this ammo is designed for a pistol. not a rifle. So you can see bits and pieces of the pedal, little bitty pieces of the pedal breaking off, going at over 1,400 feet per second. Again, this ammo is not designed out of a rifle, but you can shoot it out of a rifle. And man, it just flattened pancakes out these rounds. Look at that. Look at that pancake. It's just, man, I would hate, that one down there is a really pretty one. I would, if you're looking for a squirrel round out of a rifle, these may be a little bit expensive for squirrel rounds, but good grief. It wouldn't be nothing left of that poor little squirrel. Yeah, look at this one. Oh, where'd you go? You're in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Look how flat that is. Look, you can kind of see the little gold dot right in the middle. Like I said in the beginning of the video, you know, CCI and Spear are sister companies. They're right beside each other. And they kind of manufacture this bullet very, very similar to a Spear gold dot. So, what did we learn here? If you watched my video on the Federal Punch, you know that that ammo is designed for penetration. This is designed for good penetration, not as much as the Punch, but good expansion in a good wound cavity. So if you're worried about, I guess, not penetrating enough, or you still want the expansion, what I would do if you're carrying a 22 for self-defense is just stagger the rounds. Go punch, uppercut, punch, uppercut, punch, uppercut, punch, uppercut. You should be good. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions whatsoever, put them in the comments below. Until next time, y'all be safe and keep blinking.